Most people imagine the moment instantly. The sky goes dark. Panic begins. Everyone knows something is wrong. But that is not what happens. For several minutes, the world looks completely normal. Sunlight still reaches the ground. Cities remain bright. Oceans still reflect the same familiar light. Every window, road, cloud, and mountain continues behaving exactly as it did moments before. Nothing appears broken. Even more strangely, Earth continues responding to the sun's gravity. The planet still behaves as though the sun is exactly where it has always been. Every observation agrees. Every human eye agrees. Every instrument agrees. And every one of them is reporting a reality that no longer exists. The change has already happened. For the next 8 minutes, truth and evidence are no longer the same thing. For roughly 8 minutes, the solar system people can see and the solar system that actually exists are no longer the same thing. Everything looks ordinary, everything appears stable, and all the while, something fundamental has already changed beyond anyone's ability to detect it. Airliners continue following their flight paths. Pilots read their instruments and receive routine updates. Satellite operators monitor screens filled with healthy signals. Power stations regulate output. Observatories track the sky. Spacecraft continue executing commands that were already in motion. Nothing in their procedures suggests an emergency. Every system is still doing exactly what it was designed to do. That is the problem. The sun is already gone, yet every decision is being made from information that left before the change occurred. Control rooms remain calm because every display remains calm. Operators trust the data because the data has never given them a reason not to. The delay feels harmless only as long as normal appearance is mistaken for normal reality. Across Earth and throughout space, decisions keep accumulating. Aircraft receive new routing instructions. Satellites execute scheduled corrections. Observatories log fresh observations. Spacecraft continue following commands that were approved after the sun was already gone. The danger is no longer ignorance. The danger is that every new decision is being added to a reality nobody has actually seen yet. The usual safeguard against danger is awareness. See the change, then react to it. Here, that safeguard has disappeared. Reality has moved ahead. Observation has not. For several minutes, humanity is effectively navigating with a map that is already out of date, while every trusted source insists the map is still correct. If every eye, sensor, and instrument agrees on the same false picture, what could possibly be the first thing to reveal that the picture is wrong? The minutes continue passing without resistance. Clocks advance. Aircraft move across the sky. Satellites maintain their positions. Control rooms process routine information. Observatories collect routine observations. Every system connected to sunlight continues receiving what appears to be sunlight. Every system connected to the sun's gravity continues responding as though the sun remains exactly where it should be. Nothing seems delayed. Nothing seems unstable. That consistency creates a powerful illusion. Each ordinary moment becomes evidence that everything is still under control. The longer normal behavior continues, the easier it becomes to believe that the situation is merely a strange communication delay, rather than an immediate threat. No alarms are triggered by absence. No procedures are activated by missing evidence. Instead, normal operation reinforces confidence. An air traffic controller clears another departure. A telescope records another image of the sun. A spacecraft receives another instruction from Earth. Each action confirms the same conclusion. Nothing has changed. Flights remain on schedule. Screens remain green. Telescopes keep recording exactly what they expect to see. Nothing in the visible world argues against confidence. For a brief period, stability itself becomes misleading. It no longer feels like an emergency. It feels like something that can simply be observed. The illusion holds because nothing visible has challenged it yet. Every second removes another second of warning that nobody ever knew they had. The final seconds pass without warning. Traffic moves. Conversations continue. Control rooms remain focused on ordinary tasks. Nothing in the visible world suggests that the long delay is about to end. Then it does. The last sunlight arrives. Across the entire daylight side of Earth, the same event becomes visible at the same time. People look up. Observatory cameras record it. Satellites observe it. Every witness sees the same impossible absence. The sun is gone. Not fading, not dimming, gone. For a brief moment, the disappearance itself is shocking enough, but an even larger realization follows immediately behind it. This did not just happen. The event being observed is already old. The disappearance visible now is the disappearance that occurred 8 minutes earlier. Every routine decision made during those 8 minutes instantly changes meaning. The aircraft were never flying beneath a living sun. The observatories were recording the final light from a sun that was already gone. The operators were monitoring signals from a reality that no longer existed. They were all responding to information that was still in transit. That distinction destroys the assumption that observation and reality are the same thing. Nothing malfunctioned. No instrument failed. No sensor delivered false information. Yet every trusted system concealed the most important change in the solar system simply because the information had not arrived yet. The world believed it was watching the present. It was watching the past. And that realization creates a new problem immediately. If the sun has actually been gone for 8 minutes already, what has been happening during those unseen minutes while everyone was still looking at yesterday's version of reality? People remember the moment the sun disappears because it is visible. But the most important part happened before anyone saw it. For 8 minutes, the world continued operating on delayed information. Observatories observed, satellites transmitted, instruments measured, people made decisions. Every system functioned exactly as designed, and every one of those systems was reporting a reality that no longer existed. Nothing was broken. The images were real. The measurements were real. The observations were real. They were simply old. That is what the final minutes reveal. For 8 minutes, humanity possessed perfect observations. For 8 minutes, humanity possessed the wrong present. Human beings never had direct access to the event itself. They had access only to information traveling from it. For those 8 minutes, reality moved ahead, while observation remained behind. The gap was invisible because every source agreed with every other source. The entire system appeared trustworthy, right up until the moment it exposed its own delay. In the end, the last 8 minutes were not a countdown to the disappearance. They were a demonstration of something more fundamental. Observation can remain perfectly accurate. Measurements can remain perfectly reliable. Every system can function exactly as intended, and an entire civilization can still be 8 minutes behind reality.